My name is Sherry Kennedy, and I'm joining you today from our studio in Vienna, Austria, which is also home to Sustainable Energy for All. SE for All is an organization that is working to ensure that every person living in a developing country has access to enough clean energy to power their dreams and to transition to a greener future. Today, we will shine the spotlight on Sierra Leone. With a population of just 7.5 million people, this West African nation is implementing ambitious projects and policies to increase the level of household access to electricity from the current 31% of people having access to electricity to 80% by 2030. The government is also targeting renewable energy solutions to bridge these gaps with an aim to increase their renewable energy generation from the current level of 35% to 80% by 2030. This electricity access gap impacts people's lives from healthcare to jobs and severely impedes the country's competitiveness, job creation, and poverty reduction. We will delve deeper into some of these challenges and look at some of the projects and innovative thinking that is being championed by the government of Sierra Leone and other important partners.
Hi, my name is Michelle Jawad, and I have the pleasure of being your host on our tour of Sierra Leone today. We will meet a number of important people working in the energy sector, and we will explore the communities that will benefit from some of the projects that we will be talking about in this segment. The reason we're in Sierra Leone is to showcase some of the important projects currently being implemented in partnership with SE for All. To shed more light on SE for All's role is supporting the government's energy sector development, I am joined by Ngozi Beckley-Lines, the country manager for SE for All in Sierra Leone. Welcome, Ngozi. When people hear energy sector, it isn't always apparent to what it means. I understand that SE for All is partnering with the government on a number of projects and initiatives that would help address some of the energy sector challenges in the country. Now, can you provide some details about these projects and challenge each will address?
SE for All, in partnership with FCDO and GIA, have designed 6 work streams. The first work stream is a powering social infrastructure, which is powering healthcare, the electrification of solar in 6 hospitals in Sierra Leone. Women and youth at the forefront is the second work stream, in which we have 6-month STEM training for young women graduates. The third work stream is the quantitative and comparative analysis of the mini-grid tariffs in Sierra Leone. The fourth work stream is the 27 megawatts Betmai hydroelectric power project, which SE for All is providing legal, technical, and project management support to the IPP to financial closure. The fifth workstream is a universal health facility, which is a results-based finance initiative, and that is to accelerate private sector development of distributed renewables through the solar grid mini plants. The sixth workstream is a high-level government and stakeholder engagement, which is to advance energy transition and ending energy poverty.
In your perspective, what does Sierra Leone need most to achieve their energy and climate ambitions? What is the main obstacle holding them back from making even greater strides?
We are in the final decade to achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, including SDG 7, which is affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all by 2030. Africa's energy future can make or break SDG 7. The continent is home to nearly 80% of all people living without electricity. SE for All has played a critical role in shaping thinking around the challenges and solutions to achieve SDG 7. Sierra Leone has one of the lowest electricity rates in the world at 31%. We have the opportunity to improve its electricity supply and expand its coverage to a wider population that faces many challenges.
Thank you, Ngozi, for these important insights and for laying the groundwork as we begin our journey. One important stop on this tour is an event that SE for All recently hosted in Sierra Leone. Earlier this month, the organization hosted the first ever SE for All Week, where government representatives, the private sector, founders and other stakeholders came together in a series of important meetings to raise awareness of game-changing projects in the energy sector and to chart the way forward on the country's energy sector plans. Here are some of the highlights from that week. I would now like to switch gears. We've heard from the ministers, now let's hear from a company that is tasked with implementing one of these projects. I am joined today by Suma. Today, we are learning about the challenges and opportunities within the energy sector. As a mini-grid developer, can you first explain what is your specific role and how are you contributing to the energy sector?
Our specific role is pretty much straightforward. It's to provide clean and renewable energy to rural communities where the national grid is yet to arrive, and to ensure that we do this in a kind of way that is better, easy to use, and community friendly to people in those specific rural communities.
What are some of the key challenges you face? And what do you need more of to be able to scale up your projects?
Among the challenges, those that actually pose significant threats to our operations are basically the mini-grid regulations of 2019, which provides us to set tariffs that are cost-reflective and to index those tariffs when the parameters such as inflation and exchange rates moves in an opposite direction or in an upward direction. But we have actually tried to see how to make that regulation be like a working tool for us. In other words, to use the regulation to index, which has actually posed a challenge for us, and it's actually limiting our capacity as a business in terms of raising finance.
How is SE for All helping?
There are lots of ways SE for All can help. They can actually start basically maybe with the regulations and maybe support the EWRC, the regulators responsible for tariff and other regulations in Sierra Leone for mini-grids and other institutions, to build up specific guidelines for mini-grids.
Thank you for joining us today. What I find most interesting is that a small country like Sierra Leone, with modest resources and with a negligible carbon footprint compared to many larger countries, is making such a huge effort to include renewable energy solutions in its energy future. What is your role and how are you helping the country achieve its climate ambition?
RESL is a trade association of mostly solar energy companies, but really companies that are working in the renewable energy space. So that means companies that are working in hydropower, companies that are working in solar power, and companies that are working in biogas. And it's a trade association that's made up of about 30 companies. And all of those companies are working in the renewable energy space. So really what we would really like to see at a national level is to see that where we continue to be incentivized as companies that are working specifically in mitigating against climate action and the threats of climate change in Sierra Leone by promoting what we do, what renewable energy companies do, ensuring that people are aware of the benefits, ensuring that people are aware of the challenges, and providing tax incentives probably to ensure that more companies join the renewable energy space to mitigate against these alarming climate and change impacts that we suffer from in Sierra Leone.
After hearing from many experts working in the energy sector, I would now like to take you to one of the communities that will benefit from the upcoming hospital electrification project. I had the chance to speak with a few nurses working in a small maternity hospital in Tonkolili, which is a district in the northern province of Sierra Leone and about 244 kilometers from Freetown, the capital city of Sierra Leone. We discussed what this project means to them and how they think it will help improve their work.
Mina Megi Bangali, maternal and child health aid nurse at Tisana MCH post. As a nurse, you don't find for like work from outside lights no day because you get for deal with lives, under fives, general and pregnant women. And more especially when people then kick out for Cameroon, if you don't get lights, there will be so much constraint. You go strain because now only lights go able for happy for do the right thing. If lights not there, you just strain at the end of the day. So like could they get so much challenges because you not get lights. Because even though the worker pass to use the phone lights for points all around the compound, lights not there. Now only one side inside the labor ward and outside there, but we not get lights. So they really strain for lights. Lights is very much important because outside lights they able for do perfect work. But if lights not there, you go to do work, but you're scared by yourself because you know they look, you know they able for vision out some things the way you supposed for see where lights there. You compare to where lights not there, then where lights is so like could they really strain in time of delivery. Sometimes pastor use the phone light or use touch light or they do delivery. So like could they really strain where lights not there, where they do delivery. More especially for deliver. And people then can come back when they're knocking well, okay, one for IV. Inside that room, lights not there. If lights not there, you're not going to know whether they come in and whether they go out. And like here, the hospital is surrounded by a bush. So like if lights not there all over, for like able for see, you're not going to know waiting go come in, whether go don't can hide some side, whether on a bad person, whether on a good person, because there is no light for identify. Snakes self you go able for mass because you know they get light. But if light there, they see who side the worker, you able for know what you do, who step where they take and who step not for take. If you look at the surrounding or you look at the place, you go really know say there was a light before. Solar lights can be there before. Even me self who I come, I see the connections and inside where you say the lamp holders, they go know say lights be there. But you don't count to time, all them solar, they all don't go off, they don't blow off. Even the quarter will not get light, out will not get frontier, will not get light, back will not get light, so we are not safe.
Mina Admiral and Sumana, Mina MCH for do delivery in an air to the strain. Even for common apartments, the quarter outside with the lights not there for car up, you dey strain. So it's not really easy for we now. So every sign of darkness day, we dey suffer. It's not easy for we now. So everything, footstep and better they take is very risky. It's not safety for we. Because any outside with the pass, now we sneak there the worker, now we sneak there the pass. And we not get lights. With the strain pass at times we can use with full lights, then go phone and go off. It take them 2 to 3 days we able for put her on back. Sometimes when patients they come around 8 o'clock, you come on your apartment for car open gates, now darkness you the worker inside. At times pass we can use the small church lights there also with the point for find out we wait for can at the gates. For can open for patients and make patients enter inside or attend to and back. And we say back would attend to patients back na net. Would they find it very difficult? First we can use candle. At times patients can come with church lights. They come with them small lights there. Sometimes you go there paraya agbade. Sometimes na emergency case. Battery pass and come up and the lights. Candle pass and hot and so with the strain. The work can go beyond. Would they find it very difficult? We can deliver at times 10, 13, then 15. At times we can go to the 18 deliverings now that we can get per month. And what we can do then delivering then they back now inside darkness. But if that patient they don't get episiotomy, you want repair the tears. Pass we use church lights, we go to see now so we want for do with stitches. It's not really easy for we. At times, if you phone they off, pass you beg that relative, they say, well, go buy candle, they come on back that same next day inside darkness, you go fan candle, they carry it. We can light that candle, we will see now for do with stitches. Some man can get some disease condition, you the nurse, you get for protect yourself. But without light, you go put your no sign off for put away yourself, no go no. You go and become infected.
Now, my name Adama N. Kamara. Me na maternal and child health aid nurse. We dey struggle, we no get no light, we no get no nothing wey we dey use, pass we dey use we phone light dem, or pass we ask patients dem for come with their own lights. So then lights dem dey na dem dey guide we, or we use candle. At times na candle we dey buy for light no more, so that we go deliver them pikin here. Then we dey get so many constraints for try say let you deliver that pikin dey, e no go easy. Pass you go say you give me down there under, give me down there under, give me down there under. At times when una dey say sometimes the battery no good, the battery go comot first, the light hot. Pass una get for couple and up back. So we don strain a lot, we no get lights. So na so we dey suffer na here without lights. When we dey ready for work around the compound, pass we use we phone lights dem. When una ready for commoner do, pass una use una phone lights dem. At times una dey sit down say una no dey get light, pass you send for go buy candle. When dem go buy that candle dey na una dey wait for till the patient dem come with am before ever una dey try for do the work. So we dey find am very difficult. As dem come with patient, I know say light dey on, me work go faster, we no go suffer again for no nothing.
Our tour of the energy sector in Sierra Leone will not be complete without speaking to one of the major funders operating in the country. I am pleased to be joined by the representative from the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office of the UK government based here in Sierra Leone. There is such great anticipation and excitement. Can you speak to me about the project and your expectations for what it will achieve?
I am Kumba Sippo. I work for FCDO and I am currently the program responsible owner for Powering Sierra Leone's hospitals. Through this program, we aim to achieve the following. So one is to provide 14 hours of electricity to 6 government facilities identified, including PCMH, Oladurin Children's Hospital, the Cambia Government Hospital, Kabbalah Government Hospital, Bond Government Hospital, and Masanga. And secondly, we also want to contribute to the reduction in maternal and child deaths of women and children for around 2 million people across Sierra Leone. But most importantly, and the third reason will be we aim to work with the Ministry of Health and by extension the government of Sierra Leone to establish a sustainable maintenance regime of electricity in these 6 government hospitals. In order to achieve our ambition to improve health outcomes, we required a specialist partner that will help to deliver this project. That is why we are pleased to have Sustainable Energy for All join us in this venture as the main implementer and the organization responsible for managing the installation of solar systems. SC for All have technical expertise of delivering solar systems to public facilities like seen in other countries across Africa. So this proven experience and technical know-how is essential for ensuring that the UK aid project is a success, improves the power supply and health outcomes in the selected hospitals, not to mention demonstrate value for money to UK taxpayers.
My next guest represents the future quite literally. I'm joined by a group of accomplished and talented young women who have been selected by SE for All to participate as trainees on the hospital electrification project. This aspect of the project is an innovation to ensure that young women also benefit in the form of training. We know that women represent less than a third of the energy sector workforce and youth represent an even smaller number. So this initiative is quite important as it helps to address both. I would like to ask each of you to explain why this trainee program is important to your professional development.
Well, it is very important to have more programs like this, especially for women, because this will help them have the confidence to pursue careers in STEM and also be in the forefront of STEM and not be at the back and just being around. Also being part of the training is very, very important for women.
Why do you think it's essential to have more women in STEM?
Well, for me, it is very essential to have more women in STEM because having more women in STEM means having more girls to go for the STEM, because when you're into STEM, you have to mentor young girls to believe in themselves and also be part of the STEM profession, and also pursuing courses that has to do with science, technology, engineering, and be confident about themselves.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years, and how would this unit help you get to where you want to get to?
So in 10 years, I see myself in the forefront of STEM, advocating for women, young people to also have the opportunity to pursue courses in STEM with the help of sustainable energy for all, and also help them to have the confidence to be in the STEM society and also part of decision making that has to do with the country and the society.
I've always had the dream to pursue a career on renewable energy. Growing up in an environment where we use firewood for cooking, the smoke always affects my eyes, and I also know it's dangerous to the environment. So I always had this thought that I want to do something that will help women cook in a safe and healthy environment. I want to be among the people that change the narratives. So sustainable energy for all is giving me the opportunity to make my dream come true.
Beautiful. All right, so what are the three things or skills you wish to develop for this experience?
The three skills I wish to develop are my analytical skills, my technical skills, and project management skills. I see this program to be more effective, more supportive, and more helpful because of its focused direction, prioritizing women, as women are always competitive when it comes to their peers, and this will make them to be comfortable and share in their all, and in order to achieve the goal we are actually going for in the sustainable energy for all.
Why do you think it's essential to have more women in STEM?
And I'm a strong believer of Women in STEM internship training program. It is a pleasing opportunity, and I want to be part of it because I believe that it is a life-changing opportunity for women in Sierra Leone to gain more knowledge on renewable energy and climate change mitigation and adaptation solution by driving faster action towards the Sustainable Development Goal 7, which is the SDG 7, that practically talk about the affordable, reliable, and a sustainable modern energy for all.
On May 25th, 2023, the government of Sierra Leone held a groundbreaking ceremony, together with partners SE for All, UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, Crown Agents, and M1 Energy Solutions. The project will electrify 6 hospitals with decentralized solar PV systems with batteries. Dr. Austin Demby, Sierra Leone's Minister of Health and Sanitation, unveiled the new project.
I am Dr. Austin Demby. I'm the Minister of Health and Sanitation in Sierra Leone. My hope is that every health facility in this country has a renewable source of energy, particularly solar energy. My hope is that these facilities will have the energy that they need to be able to provide simple services as well as complex services. Be able to have theaters, surgical theaters that have the requisite energy to power the equipment, have labs that have the requisite energy to power all of the lab equipment so you have reliable results. You want to have energy such that midwives are able to deliver babies safely. You want to have energy such that babies who are delivered safely but who require help have the energy requirement for that. And in trauma situations, if you come into a trauma center, we don't want to be looking around to go start a generator to get the X-ray machine going, that we're able to have reliable energy to be able to have the X-rays and the machine, the imaging services going on so that you have appropriate diagnosis that will allow effective surgical interventions. So my dream is to have a Sierra Leone where the healthcare needs of the people are fully met and the energy requirements, sustainable energy requirements, are a critical ingredient for that dream to be realized. This is the true value of partnerships, so I really want to thank Sustainable Energy for All and FCDO for the partnership that they have created with the Ministry of Health. This is a partnership that allows us to co-create solutions. We identify the problems, we co-create the solutions, and the government and the people of Sierra Leone have their own part to play, and the development partners like FCDO and SC4All have their part to play. And I think at the end of the day, it's the people of Sierra Leone that are the distinct beneficiaries of this work.
It's hard to believe that we are at the end of our time together. It has been my pleasure to introduce to you some of the important voices shaping the energy sector landscape in Sierra Leone today. Together, they are working to transform the lives of millions through access to electricity. This important service has the power to save lives by ensuring that the babies born in health facilities have access to electricity they need to power life-saving equipment, and that no expecting mother will be turned away due to power outages.
So that was Sierra Leone. I hope that we were able to bring you the sights and sounds of the country, as well as the environment, and that you got a sense really of the challenges, but also the opportunities, which are just as important. We really want to try to stimulate and excite people about the opportunities that are present in many of the countries that we're working in. These countries are facing challenges such as not enough access to electricity, adequate, sustainable, reliable, affordable electricity, as well as the fact that they want to transition to cleaner energy sources. So there are tremendous opportunities there for everyone to get involved, and we hope that we can bring this unique perspective to you and that you'll be excited about it. I also wanted to just mention that we do not do any of this alone. If you want to learn more about the show or the countries that we're working in, please check seforall.org/boldmoves. Until next time, stay tuned.